Hey, what's up with it? What's happening? What's the crack? What's the real story, Rory? That's one thing that me and my best friend, we just traveling around the world. You're taking accents from all over the world, and we're just having a good time. And I wanted to bring you a good time right now as well. And this is just, something that I'm coming up with right now. I get to come over here to the ocean in the morning, and she speaks to me, right? This is something that I love doing. This is where I'm supposed to be. And I wanted to talk to you about, what your own gig. It's your own shit, right? This is your own story, and I'm into a lot of motivation. I'm into a lot of self-development. This is what I appreciate. This is what I like. This is something that gets me fired up because this is how I like growing. This is how I like to learn now. And for any of you out there, like me, school, that shit was garbage. I just didn't get it, or they didn't get me, right? School and I didn't mix. So I didn't do well in school. I just didn't have the attention, the way that they teach it, I didn't get it, right? So I found a way that I like to learn, right? And that's through audio, that's through visual, and that's through some boss people making shit happen, giving their results and giving their examples, right? I can learn through example. I can see something and I can implement it and I can make it happen myself. So I like learning, right? And one thing that I wanted to share with you is very important is with all these boss savages, these ruthless dudes and girls, these men and women out there who are running the game, they're badass, dude. They're gangster with it, They're running the shit. They're running the show. They have figured something out that has enabled them to, be able to teach people, be able to give back, be able to give value, be able to give results, be able to show examples of how you can do it too, how we can do it, right? Which is sick, man, That's one thing, is we need to be able to find out what is our niche, what is our little secret, that God-gifted talent that universe gave you. What is it that we have that we can provide for the people? Because, in the end, that's what we're here to do. We want to take knowledge and be able to give back, right? We want to share with our brothers, sisters, our soul members, our Stardust family, our light workers, all that. We want to share because that's what it comes down to, right? And with that said, I wanted to share something with you though, right? I'm going to take an example of somebody who's just ruthless. He's raw. And that's Eric Thomas, E.T., your boy. He's a bad motherfucker, He comes from the D. He's up in Detroit, the northeast of the United States, and Detroit's a hard-ass state. This dude's a hard man. This dude is bad. He came from, the slums. He came from nothing, even says that he was homeless. And now he's ripping it up, He's influencing people around the world. He says he's flying over to Australia, he's flying over to Europe. He's making boss moves, right? And that's sick, right? That's great. You got to give respect where respect is due. The boy is making it happen, right? But the thing is, what he's got going on doesn't necessarily mean that that's for you, right? Eric E.T., he says he goes to bed at like 12 a.m. and wakes up at 3. The dude's about the grind, right? He's in your face about it, That's his game. That's what works for him, right? And this is how this is all going to play out. I want to share. He even says on an interview with, I want to say it's Lewis Holmes' show, right? Lewis Holmes, another bad dude, taking over on the self-development world, helping people out. Ex-NFL football player, right? But Eric E.T., he also says in that interview, just because, I do steps 1 through 9 doesn't mean that you need to take those steps, right? Meaning, just because Eric Thomas goes to bed at 12 and wakes up at 3, that doesn't mean that you have to do it. That doesn't mean that you're supposed to be grinding like this dude, right? You need to find out what works for you, period, right? And a great example, going to another all-star, just a massive icon in the self-development industry and business tycoon right now, is Gary Vee. And he says that he sleeps, 6 to 8 hours. Depends, right? It depends on how he feels, So here's the thing, you got two boss icons, some tycoons, and they both do something completely different, right? E.T., boss, grind, you better get on your grind, this is how it's gonna be. And he's absolutely right. And then you got Gary V, also, hard work ethic, boss up, all about that action, no bullshit, no silly stuff. He don't fuck around. But here he is, he's like, hey, I'm gonna sleep 6 hours, I'm gonna sleep 8 hours, depends on how my body feels that night, right? And this is a perfect example, both of them, perfect examples of you need to do what's right for you. If you feel that you need to grind it out, if you need to wake up at 5 in the morning and you need to go to bed at 12 a.m., do that shit, make it happen, right? I'm not saying that it doesn't take work, because matter of fact, it absolutely takes work. And a lot of people don't got the inner strength and the discipline to make it happen. That's for real. That's raw, that's how it is. Not these internet marketers and all that kind of stuff, people selling you pipe dreams on you can make $10,000 a month. Probably not with your work ethic, probably not, but they don't tell you that because they just want you in. Right? They want your money, and then they're gonna let you float away. You go get it yourself, go figure it out, right? That's what's bullshit about it. But this is what I wanted to share with you, right? It's up to you. You can make it happen, you can do it, right? But everything is gonna be different for you than it is for Eric Thomas, than it is for Gary V, that it is for Lewis Holmes, that it is for Tom Bilyeu, right? Everybody's gonna be different. Everybody's different, and you need to look at it yourself and ask yourself what actually works for me. What makes me happy? Why am I happy? What really gets me going? What fires me up, right? Maybe you want to go for a swim in the morning, right? Maybe you don't want to start work till 11, right? Maybe you want to start work at 7, get done at 11, right? It's all up to you, baby. It's all up to you. Right? So I just want to kind of give you a little rant on this right now, which is very important. This is super, super important. And you start to implement this, you start putting it in, then you're going to start to see a difference because you're making yourself happy, right? You're making yourself happy. And that's what everything comes down to. You think you're chasing the paper, you think you're chasing the house, the girl, the boy, whoever. What that all comes down to is you want to feel better. You want to feel like you're on top of the world, period, emotionally. You want to feel like you're a motherfucking boss, period. That's it. You want to feel good. What do you think is going to happen if you make that 10K a month? You're going to feel good, right? That's what it is. You're looking after that feel-good feeling. So just a little rant for you right here. I'm glad that you watched this because this is going to change your life, for real. So thank you so much. And look forward to talking to you on the next one as well. All right, ciao.